5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, and stop.
AI is moving faster than we ever imagined. It writes, paints, composes. Some say it's the future of creativity. Others say it's the end of human art as we know it. But here's the real question. Where do we fit in? Because if we don't answer that now, someone or something will. I remember the first time I saw an AI-generated image. I don't know if it was DALL-E 2 or Midjourney. It was stunning, strange, plastic, clinical. But it left me empty. There was something missing. No soul baked into those pixels. And that's when it hit me. Perfection isn't the goal. Connection is. But what if the real magic, the thing that AI can never touch, isn't found in the answers at all? What if it's hidden in the spaces? The headlines make it feel inevitable. AI is replacing artists. AI is replacing writers. AI is replacing musicians. You see a new tool go viral every day, and suddenly your passion, the craft you've spent years honing, feels like it's being consumed by a Miyazaki monster. And if you're honest, it's terrifying. Because where do humans fit in a world where machines create faster, cheaper, and without hesitation? But what if we've been asking the wrong question? I felt this fear too. I thought, what if my work, my passion becomes obsolete overnight? So I had to start evaluating my fears and evaluating my feelings. And that's when I slowly realized AI isn't the enemy. Fear is. Let's flip the script, because AI isn't an artist. It's a mirror, a conduit. AI can remix, but it doesn't have its own why. AI doesn't create from lived experience. It doesn't make mistakes that turn into breakthroughs. It doesn't hold memories in its bones. It doesn't wake up with an idea that haunts it. It doesn't create from pain, joy, love, or loss. The value of art has never been about speed. It's been about soul. Think about your favorite piece of art, music, or writing. Do you love it because of how fast it was made? Or because of how deeply it makes you feel? The great Maya Angelou once wrote, "I've learned that people will forget what you said. People will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel." And that's the thing. Art, music, stories, they don't just inform, they connect. That's what makes them human. That's what makes them irreplaceable. It reminds me of that powerful park bench scene in Good Will Hunting. Robin Williams' character tells Matt Damon's character, Will, bear with me here, he says, "So if I asked you about art, you'd probably give me the skinny on every art book ever written. Michelangelo, you know a lot about him. Life's work, political aspirations, him and the Pope, sexual orientation, the whole works, right? But I bet you can't tell me what it smells like in the Sistine Chapel. You've never actually stood there and looked up at that beautiful ceiling, seen that." And that's it. AI can analyze love, but it can't experience it. It can describe heartbreak, but it'll never know what it means to sit on a park bench staring at a river, feeling the weight of lost love. And that's the thing. Art, music, stories, culture, they don't just inform, they connect. That's what makes them innately human. That's what makes us irreplaceable. A piano can produce a sound on its own, but without Thelonious, it's just noise. A robot can throw paint at a wall, but without Jean-Michel, it's just chance operations. Perfection isn't the goal. Connection is. It's when I realized this that I stopped trying to learn the AI language and prompt building as prescribed by most channels. Instead, I started to play in the gaps, the spaces where I wasn't chasing a perfect image, a clear statement, a preconceived notion, a complete thought, direction. I'd feed it a haiku I'd written instead of a full prompt. Zoom into an old archival image until it looked like a Rothko painting. Screenshot the textures, then ask AI to merge these abstractions together, creating something completely new. I'd then ask an AI image to prompt generator to decipher my abstraction. Then, like the great William Burroughs, take that random jumble of prompt words and create another haiku, and over again, creating, destroying, and alchemizing the outputs. I stopped treating AI like a resolved output generator and started treating it like a supplier of paints, a collaborator in the chaos. And that's when something magical began. Not in the clarity, not in the answers, not in the definition, in the friction, the unexpected, the unexplainable. So what if, once again, the prevailing answer is to listen? To lead with heart. AI is a tool, and like any tool, its value depends on who wields it. The camera didn't replace painters. It offered them new ways of seeing, variable depth compression, motion blur, the chance to take traditionally outdoor work into the studio. AI can do the same if we maintain that tools remain the tools. I'll say it again. Like any tool, its value depends on who wields it. Also, what society values collectively. Do we value answers more than questions? Authorities more than seekers? Knowledge more than wisdom? I choose not to compete with AI, I choose to leverage it. Use it to expedite, to iterate, to bend and break things, and I'm learning to keep my deeply innate human intuition centered at the core of my process. AI will never replace the irreplaceable because the world doesn't need more content. It needs more connection. And the future belongs to those who understand the difference between data and depth. In a world of infinite automation, human authenticity becomes the rarest art form, the most prized art form. So do we let AI define us, or do we discover the future of creativity? What will we choose to value more, the answers or the questions? So tell me, if AI is the answer, what's the question that only you can ask? Hit that subscribe button if this resonated, and drop a comment or a question if you're choosing to create, not compete. And tell me, what do you feel? I'll see you soon.